Mr. Tall, aka Kanin, aka Charlie. I'm going to be playing Go today, and today I have a special challenge. So there's this player called Mikel Svensson. He's a Swedish Go player, and he has been quite inactive in the last, I don't know, 5 years or something. But now I don't know why I cannot challenge him, so I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, let's click him again. And he was a two Dan when he sort of stopped playing actively, but you can see his account here on OGS is let's do main time maybe 10 minutes or something. That's fine. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once and I'm really terrible at that exact thing. So I don't know, I give him maybe black is reasonable, or we should do even. Let's just give him black. Well, he has his account on OGS is 6 Dan, so it should be difficult to beat him. We'll see how it goes. Hey, hey, I will write to him in Swedish. GLHF. Man, he was quite a talented player. He came on the scene a while back, and then like maybe 10 years ago or something like that, and rose quickly up the ranks. And he has some big wins. I remember back in those days. And he has been keeping up, he says, and he has played a little bit. So he still knows some stuff, and he might be even stronger now. Okay, we're white. I'll play star point. Let's see what he writes here. Yeah, he's not so used to playing on OGS. He says so. He was waiting for me to challenge him, and I did. So it's interesting. He already does something interesting. He plays the 3-4 and the 3-3. I like that. That's yeah, funky. Okay, let's play this approach. This is the normal. Just like you move when somebody plays 3-3, it's almost never wrong. Hello, Miturgo. Nice to see you here. Yeah. Oh, and thank you to T Scolopendra for the follow. Much appreciated. So we this pace will be slightly slower than my normal streamed games because normally I'll have like only 5 minutes basic time, but this time we have 10 minutes per player. But then it's gonna be 30 seconds per move, so that's still pretty fast, I think. I'm a little sleepy today. I had a pretty late night yesterday. Went out with some friends, and I had coffee in the morning, but I haven't had my lunch coffee yet. So I'm like kind of if I'm stumbling on my words, that's why. So when they push like this, I can extend, but I can also jump. So usually when the top is more interesting, then jump is not a bad choice. Um, but I've also seen AI is quite enamored with extend. So and now I don't know why I'm lagging a lot. I feel like my computer has too many. I don't know, too many tabs going maybe or something. I'll play jump today. Um, I think it's okay either way. Oh, Mittergo is Magnus. Oh, hi Magnus. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, and there's Jake as well. Yeah, both Magnus and Jake. I've met you guys in tournaments, and this Michael or Mikael, I've met him also in tournaments before. So he used to be part of the Swedish national team, and I think it's possible that he might join the Swedish national team again next season. Um, hopefully, because I think he had great results when he was playing in the national team when he back in the day when he was in the team. Okay, so once black touches here, white actually locally has many different moves that could be good moves. Like white can play here, white can play here, white can play here, white can play here. Um, so the general wisdom is you don't keep playing here right now. You play another big move. Let's say like this one. That's reasonable. Swedish Championship. Yes, Mikael Svensson. I've met him in like some tournaments. Swedish Championships. I met Magnus there in no Gothenburg Open, I think. Um, but I don't remember if I've played against Michael in tournament. Actually, we can find his stats here while we are waiting for his move. Svensson. So here he is. So he was a two dan back then. Of course, he's stronger than that. So Jake also mentions in the chat that okay, my seven dan on OGS is incredibly strong. Yes, but it's not really accurate, I think, because I just didn't play much on OGS, and I played some games like handicap games with my students. And when I play with them, it's like I know their strengths and weakness, so I can feel confident to win. So it's almost like I'm farming my students for rating points. But on the other hand, Michael is six dan. That is crazy impressive. Um, I'm just gonna call him Michael. It's hard to use the Swedish pronunciation and call him Mikael every time. Yeah, here in this scenario, I think I will block, and I might consider this move. Yeah, and the reason is I want to go for Moyo. So here we go. I don't know why my mouse is being slow or my internet. I think I have too many things open at once. Actually, let me just close all of that. Okay, maybe that will help. Close all of these tabs. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here's his player card back in the day when he played. Um, you can see, for instance, the last tournament he played, he won 5 games in a row and lost zero. So he was severely underranked at the time, sandbagging. Yeah, he beat four dan and four dan and three dan and five dan and five and three dan. So this guy is no real two dan, he's a fake two dan. And this was a long time ago as well. This was in 2016. My gosh. So he's the real deal. So actually, my plan here was to keep playing. I normally am a big fan of leaving this position and playing another big move, but I will also consider extending here. Let me think about what kind of game we want here. If I make an extension on this side and he Ataris and goes down, are these stones beneficial to me? It seems kind of like they would be, right? It makes it harder for him to grab the top. So actually, let's play. So on this side, there is this kind of move that is good for this group, and then there's these kind of moves that is good for this group. I remember seeing this in some professional game before. Uh, it's hard for me to make the decision. Let's just play here because there's something instinct told me to play there. Hello to the crows as well. Nice, we got some crowd for this game. I hope I didn't make the game like. Did I make it private? Let me see. I told him I was going to turn off score estimate, but I didn't. I accidentally didn't. Is it? It's a friendly game. Is it ranked? No. Okay. And but I won't use score estimator. Yeah, he doesn't want me to use score estimator. He says Michael says he follows the stream sometime and watches some of the videos, and yeah, he thinks I'm using score estimators like cheating. Yeah, the cross is asking why OGS today. Today we have a special challenge match between me and this player, and he didn't find a way to use Fox, so we use OGS. Yeah, it's quite practical. Okay, so after this one, of course, he could invade here, but maybe we will just came up to make a bigger space so that the invasion is more scary for black, since white is one step ahead here on this side. It's interesting position. This is kind of looks more common than the most shapes I used to usually play. So I'm not a huge fan of playing the same shapes that other people play. Like I am a fan of variety, basically. But we'll see. Okay, shoulder hit. Yeah, could make a lot of sense. Shoulder hit. will try to reduce my position. So the first feeling for me is that I'm not interested in trying to grab the points here because anyway he can jump in, right? So that's why my first instinct is to push here. But we need to consider the continuations after that. I think it's kind of normal actually. Yeah. So here we could take a leaf out of his book and play here, but similarly to my what I said earlier, I'm not so interested in these points, so I'm going to play wedge instead. Try to make impressive lower left corner. I guess he will play the Kema here, or maybe he will play this Ogema. Try to pressure my group. So it will be interesting to see. And I also wonder if he's listening to the stream right now or not. If I'm giving away all my thoughts. I don't think he would do that. Maybe he would. But I consider this like a practice game. If he's gonna join the Swedish national team later, it's good. And also, yeah, it's I always try to support up and coming players. I mean, I don't know if we can call him an up and coming player. He's maybe past that by now, but in a way, since he took a pause, it's kind of like he's just continuing where he left off. So the thing I'm a little bit uncomfortable with in this kind of opening for white is that all my efforts are concentrated on one side of the board, right? It's the opposite of what I like. I like when everything is kind of fragmented. And for black, black already has a lot of secure profit, obviously, basically three corners. So it's a little bit uncomfortable, but nevertheless should be fine, I guess. Oh, let's drink some coffee. Need to wake up. Hey, I wonder what he's thinking about right now. Or maybe he went to the bathroom. He did say also that it's a Saturday and he's got young children, like I guess small kids, so he may be distracted at some point during the game. So that could also be what's going on. Oh, there's Valerie as well. Hello, Valerie. How are you, my friend? On this blessed Saturday. Ah, so he wants to peep. He pushes here with the intention of peeping. He doesn't want to let me attach here. Actually, did did we have this shape? This shape is kind of remind me of something. I'm trying to think now if there's any value in like cutting and squeezing before connecting. I don't think so because he doesn't have a great move anyway. Even if he jumps here, I can push and cut later. So I think it's better to just defend. What do you mean wake up? Huh? When did I say wake up? Am I? I think I might have. I think I need to wake up. Is what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. So now Black is basically instead of taking care of his group, he's kind of having an attacking posture against my stones. Obviously, this move also offers him a connection on the second row. Why my internet so slow today? So we need to take care of our group as well. Cutting here is a little bit interesting, actually. I'm not so sure what will be the the response. If I cut here, how are you going to make shape? You extend Atari maybe and push. I don't think I'm dying. If you try to drive me, cutting is natural, isn't it? Let's do it. Ah, so sleepy. Is that afternoon lull? I need to get this coffee to hit me faster. Mm-hmm. Ah, this coffee not strong enough. I gotta add some more coffee. Ah. And I'm back with more coffee. So clearly, black would be interested in trying to split my position, right? Um, but thought that when whatever way he chooses to split, afterwards, my group is still pretty okay to handle. I guess is what I was thinking. In this scenario, I'm also considering whether I should have played this Atari or not. If I play this Atari and he answers, maybe I can even Han here to make his shape, yeah, more awkward. Or if he Ataris outside and I get to flower here, he can Atari again, which is annoying. I get to connect, but then even after that, he's full of cuts, right? Is this kind of stuff I'm really bad at. Well, first instinct also is just extend, but honey is delicious, if it can work. The danger of such an idea is that you give him more forcing moves, and then truly your group can be in danger. And I'm not even kidding here. It's also possible that if he gives me too much, like give me these two stones and give me a huge wall and everything, it might even be possible to give this wall away, right? So I'm considering how should I play here. But generally, this Atari should be not so bad because basically, if he lets me capture this way, I have connection afterwards. But then I lose my wall. But he has a lot of cuts outside also in that scenario. There's a lot for him to deal with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. My first instinct. We'll see. But Valerie, what do you mean? What do you mean? Wake up. I don't even know what you mean. Did I say something like wake up? what? What are you talking about, bro? Ah, so he connects. So that means he invests a little bit more. Now he's different, but still, I'm not so sure whether I should extend the hand. But I will hand. I think it feels good. Feels like a good shape move. And then we'll deal with it later. What happens next? Whatever happens next, we deal with it. Of course, white can capture these three stones, but I don't feel like I have time to do that right now. Because it's different if he sacrifices one stone, then I become instant thick. But if he sacrifices three stones, he gets a lot of forcing moves everywhere. So I thought, right now I don't want to go after them. Of course, I'm worried about my group, but We cannot let fear dictate our decisions. Fear is the little death that leads to total annihilation. In keeping with the new movie that came out. Yeah, the black shape a little bit awkward here, locally speaking, I would say. Mhm. And now he enters Byoyomi. He can push and push and push, maybe, but after I have some cuts, in theory, I could maybe Hana again. That may be exaggerated, though. But this stone somehow, very funnily enough, is like a ladder breaker in those variations. So Hana actually is a real idea for me. Because extend and push is quite annoying. I need to extend, and then yeah, he can jump. Maybe he needs to Tari. I don't know what he needs to do, but Hane might be strong enough. Why not? He cannot ladder me that way. He extend here. I can take care of these stones because he cannot ladder this stone. I don't see what is the problem exactly. This looks like genius move now because it's ladder breaker. Uh, let's go for that. And thank you to Anja 2004 for the follow. Much appreciated. We're only 2 followers away to reaching 400 followers on Twitch. That would be an incredible milestone. Yeah, here we go. This ladder, luckily, I have ladder breaker. So this is quite a funny fight. But of course, I mean, I'm risking my whole big group here. But as I said earlier, I think that in certain scenarios, if I get enough compensation on the outside, it can be given away because to some degree it can be treated lightly. Since he answered everything inside here, I mean, it was my corner to begin with, but then he's also answered other moves on the outside. So he spends a lot of time to eat it and gives me a lot of thickness. All right, so finally he realized he cannot leave this for too long. But am I having a why I cannot just cut him now? I think it's looking close to collapse for black, if I'm not missing something very obvious. Mhm. You know, even I connect, threaten to eat the 2 stones. Later, squeeze, Atari squeeze, connect, you connect, I cut you. Oh, I cannot cut you. But I can also squeeze this way and then ladder him or something. But I think I prefer connect because then he's floating here on the outside with more stones. Maybe I should Atari better, right? I couldn't decide. Because I was thinking I couldn't ladder him. Because here is center for him, right? So if I anyway cannot ladder him, I have to try to capture him in a big way. Then maybe it's better to capture more stones. Actually, I don't know if I'm making sense. But anyway, somehow both should be good for white. I mean, the shape looks a little bit broken, if I'm being honest. Isn't it? It looks like I'm just killing this group if he doesn't answer here now. And then if I eat the 2 stones, it's kind of catastrophe. Yeah, he has to do that. And now I can directly eat them, or I can turn. Directly eat this sticker, maybe. A little bit faster. If any Atari I can just capture. Turn is also nice. Maybe a stronger player will be like, I don't need to play any of those things. I can just, I don't know, play over here. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Yeah, now he writes in the chat here in Swedish, ja, inte så bra. Which means not so good for him. And thank you to Yutta Sakko for the follow and to Kado Fruit or Kado Fruit for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, he's kind of collapsed for black because while he's alive, he let me have super thickness everywhere. So it's really nice for me. In this scenario, we can consider this block and try to kill everything. But is that too much? It's not normally my style. Normally, my style, I block here and happy to let him have a ko or not even a ko. But maybe I should have gone for a kill for the entertainment value. Uh huh. I can also tiger or tenuki in this scenario. For co threats, he doesn't really have that many either since I ate here. I actually have co threats up here, right? Hmm. Let's put it here first. Oh, my follower goal was reached thanks to those guys. Yahoo! 400 followers. Ah, that is endearing to me. I That's not really the right usage of that word, but I told you I hadn't had any afternoon coffee, or my brain is like a big clump of nothing. So here, do we want to extend out for some more profit, or do we want to capture for ultimate thickness? Mm, it's tempting either way. Let's capture. So, should we use coast right now? This kind of move? Maybe he will ignore. Let's use this one then. Pretty big. I'm so bad at fighting Ko. I've noticed this in these last few weeks of streaming. My understanding of Ko is like abysmal. I really need to take some time to clarify in my mind how Ko works. So this Ko threat loses some points, right? A little bit sad. So it's not that good. Maybe. Actually, maybe losing a lot of points this Ko threat. Okay, he plays here. I will ignore because it's not really threatening anything. So we get to keep the corner. Yeah, actually, what is G18? I feel like I lose a lot of points from G18 because in the end game, maybe I want to peep at H18 or it just fly to J17 or just attach. I mean, this could be easily like a -4 point move that cut. Very foolish counter on my side. But the unfortunate thing for black is that's already very good for white. Even I made some small mistakes, he's already made bigger mistakes. So that's making it hard for him. Let's invade the right side. So right now we have an enormous profit on the lower left, in the lower left, and then we also have thickness in the center. In terms of ladders and influence, maybe he has some extra stones here. It's quite useful. So we cannot totally relax, but it should be. pretty steady here. Also, he could, in theory, make a huge moyo here in center or something. Actually, this position, I always wonder how to play. Sometimes I see like AI and strong play, they play like move like this, inside. Uh, but maybe we need to be a little bit humble and play the sort of normal move. Then how to make shape. I'm thinking about this move. If he cuts, I can turn and I can make like a somewhat efficient shape. Or not turn, maybe Atari and Atari and Atari push like that. Yeah, let's try that. So normally this wouldn't be the way to play, but in this case, this area a little bit uninteresting. So I just try to take over the right side basically in an efficient manner. Blah, 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 blah. Should I extend? Should I jump? I guess jump is normal. Yeah, so then after that one, he threatening to cut me. So I should push, I guess. Okay. It's a bit weird shape actually, because he can still cut here maybe, and then I have to crawl under. Oh. So the big problem though is this area here can become very, very large. And that could be a little bit hard to compete with. Hmm. Interesting move here. What if I go out? You want to cut me? No. Maybe. Ah, and then he wants to maybe wrap around. So I better. I like this move by him. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's just defend then patiently. And I suppose he's gonna jump here or something like that. Or maybe h3. My finger's itching to score estimate, but I'm not gonna do it. It really is a habit of mine when I play online. Use the score estimate. Hmm. Yeah, so this way he's trying to maximize the profit here. Try to get huge territory. Indeed, it's huge. Probably AI will be like, oh, no problem, just attach here and extend here and live inside or something. But that is not sounding very attractive to me. So I'm going to play submarine instead because I don't want to have a do or die fight. I think if I play proper end game, I should be winning. Maybe that's a misjudgment because he does have three corners. I only have one, and a side and some more side. He has this big center also. It's a good question whether this is too mild. Wow, now he keeps crossing the center because he didn't want me to fly here or Hana here, or he's thinking he can attack this group even. He's a funny guy, very funny guy indeed. Okay, but we will Hana here. I mean, I can ladder this stone, right? If I'm not mistaken. Somehow. So we can do this way. But okay, he's kind of trying to close the area here, settle it off, seal it rather. But then we ladder this one. It's quite comfy. Then later I can push here. Later I can jump over here. Yeah, this ladder. It runs into a black stone, but the black stone will thanks to these two stones, it's not working for him. Hmm. Okay, throw in. Yeah, he's still looking to attack the big group somehow. Killer instinct. I think that's a little bit of a dream. I hope it's mostly just a dream. But he's saying if I have like a series of false eyes here, and he can somehow split me, then he can kill me. But it looks difficult. I can always capture this stone, either connect here or capture this stone. Yeah, so we have to have this kind of scenario. So here we'll capture the flower, should be sent there, otherwise can clamp. But his territory is not small here. It's not small. It must be admitted. I just feel like the end game is on my side here. Then maybe this game will be very huge later. Because can threaten to almost can kill him. Ah, he really wants to kill me. This guy is a very funny guy. Or he just wants to make the top territory somehow. Fair enough. At least he has imagination. That's true. He's generating a potential profit on the top. But I can jump here. I mean, Kema rather. And break some of it. And now he's trying to, insinuate that I'm not yet alive, and so I need to add a move. Yeah, it seems like this is his big claim to fame here. He's saying he can cut me, maybe. Can he? I refuse to believe. Hmm, maybe, but not when I have this stone here. He cannot cut me. This stone is valuable in itself, also. Here, he can also not cut me because of shortage of liberty. So, should do Atari first, right? Maybe Hane is better. But here, I'm thinking Atari, Atari, and then jump. Then we can make two eyes locally with this group as well. So should be okay. And of course, this jump also threatens to push in further into his Moyo. Yeah. So I don't think I'm in danger now, right? Since this move is two eyes. If he plays this move, I block, he takes the eye, I Atari, I mean, I'm connected. So we have now time to play here, and I think this just works, right? Yeah. Well, that's a very huge move. Ah, finally, I feel a little bit refreshed. Coffee is hitting the spot. Thank you to Cart Carton Cartoni Cartoni Carton if you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hmm. Yeah. So now his bottom area not so big anymore. He did generate some more potential points on the top. Um, but now I feel confident that I'm ahead. Let me do a quick count. I have roughly like 50 points, maybe 50 points plus. Yeah, so here we do want to add a move. Which way though? Just connect or make this I shape? Yeah, why not? Roughly 50 points. Does he have that much? Yeah, maybe also he has 50 points roughly, but maybe both of us have a bit more than 50 actually. Depends on my account. It's still possible to see a lot of variation in the end game here. It's not super clear, I guess I can say. So push, and then push here looks normal. Let's do it. Um, he's cutting me now, but okay, he's saying it is center. Okay, sure, center, but not a big deal kind of center. Huh? I will answer then. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to count places like, for instance, this area around here and this area around here, and what's going to happen here. This 100 connect my center. How much does he get here? It's still playable. Yeah, without Komi. I mean, there's no Komi. If there's Komi, I feel much more confident. So this looks huge, of course. Kind of double center place. And then this one, and over here so big. He can ignore, but he might ignore actually. But it's very painful. Yeah, so he decided not to do that. I will play this Atari as well. So this has been kind of fixed, this area. Um, I hope this is center. What if he answers S6? Could be awkward. But then I push through, I threaten to cut him. It's too much for him to deal with, I think. Yeah, so I believe this Hane Connect has a center flavor. But is it the biggest? It's so big to play here also, right? This one threatening to later come here and so on. There's also a big move here. This one is so big because next I can actually kind of threaten to kill him. Huh? He needs to be kind of careful. And then here is also big. F7. I push through, threaten him more and more. If this center is very nice for white. But it's hard for him to ignore as well. Maybe he can ignore, but it will be costly. The efficiency of black's territory looks smaller right over here. This kind of endgame difficult to play perfect. This is of course enormous, super, super, super big. And let's see what kind of a price he has to pay for it then. Over here. The thing is also, while S6 was super big, also L17 is super big, so I could anyway not really get both. So I decided to grab this one. This is the price he wants to pay today. He wants to pay. Wait, I can play here almost. Oh no, because he can pull back, then nothing. So it's no point in doing that. Okay, then we shall play over here. Enormous place. And here I can push here and send, but not so cool. I can play here, he pulls back. Oh, I can then here and here. Oh, そうだね. Oh, actually, there is something. I think I found something here. Let's push here first. Hope he's not listening to the stream. So I think I got a cut here, right? Yeah. Now things are shaking up in an interesting way because of this move. Rough stuff for black. Mm. Mm. Yeah, this will be ko. Kind of a big ko. Or is he saying that he can make a golden chicken standing on one leg? He doesn't have liberties enough to do that. But it's close. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do now. He he wants to cut me here and then make the golden chicken. I love it. But he doesn't have liberties enough for that. Because now I cut, even you make the golden chicken, I Atari the other side, right? I Atari the big group. Okay, he resigns. Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. He kind of collapsed early in the game. But I will open in Katago and we will take a look together uh, on the game. I think actually you can see his like creativity and spirit and a sense of direction is still there. But what's kind of a little bit lacking in this game was kind of precision, right? Accuracy in the fighting. And this is like a very typical when you see someone. Oh wait, how do I need to download this SGF first? When someone take a long break and they didn't play much, this that the sword is still there, but it's not sharp. That's kind of classic. When you take a long break and didn't stay active. So that's what I got from this. Like he still have great sense of direction and the ideas are flowing, but the accuracy is not there right now. So that's something needs to sharpen up over time. then he will be back to high level again. Thank you to A Loves Music or A Loves Music for the follow. So first I will minimize this, and now you can see Katrain. No, I have to actually close it. Really? Okay, wait, hold on, guys. I will just pull my Katrain up so that it's ahead of you in the screen share. What is it? This one? Yes, this one needs to go here. Yeah, that's better. Then you guys can see that. See what someone writes. Post yo, nice game. Yeah, I mean, it's really not super high quality game because after all, he kind of collapsed early. Um, so then he was all of his moves. They were looking for chance to turn the game around. So actually, it looks like he kind of bounced back a little bit at some point, but not quite all the way. So we do some performance report. So of course, performance report won't be so accurate when something like that happens early. I mean, it won't say so much because he like some of the mistakes, let's say, will be a kind of almost intentional mistake. Like it's not gonna really work, but you have to try something. That's what in Michael's on Michael's side there. So also my accuracy rating not so good. Quite a lot of moves that are bigger than 3 points mistake. So there's a lot to learn here. So let's learn together. Let's start with the opening part. Yeah, nothing special here. Um, oh yeah, what I was thinking about this move, whether it's good or not. So AI here prefer to continue Joseki here. Aha. Okay, just continue Joseki. And we should note that right now black is leading because there's no komi, of course. So here this is fine move, but also can directly split. Yeah, shoulder hit was not favored by AI. Better shoulder hit over here. Try to build this area. And then they will have some pretty moves like f8, very pretty move. And a lot of options actually. But shoulder hit is slightly worse than these options, yes. And probably it's because, White already one step ahead in the fight, right? White already came out. So it's a little bit easier for White to fight. Yeah. And here Black should play, thank you to Navda for the follow. Black should just play some fixing move. Yeah, that's kind of standard. Like a Keima would be the classic move. But you can see AI has no problem with all the other ways of fixing. Like there's just go ahead, any such move, or direct Tenuki is possible, but not as good. Yeah. So this push and peep was not the best, but now we're getting to the interesting part for me. Because at this time I was saying, okay, should I solidly connect? Do I make some exchanges first or whatever? Look at AI. AI wants to cut now even now cut. That is something for me. It's hard to think about. Really? So let's understand why this would work then. You're gonna cut me, and then AI is like, haha, no big deal. I can play a simple one space jump. Oh my goodness, this looks not like my kind of go. What? I mean, I do understand black is thin, so it's hard to fight, but it's super scary for white, isn't it? I'd be more scared of this one, similar to the game, and like something like this. Now I'm dying, but AI probably thinking, doesn't matter, we capture this one, and actually black is still gonna have to deal with problems. It's true, it's true. Yeah, even if somehow black can win the Liberty race, it's gonna be completely wrapped afterwards. Of course, we have code thread here. Black has to try to kill. Yeah, black is can kill white, but outside white is too strong. I was alluding to something similar in the game actually, but with a bigger group that I'm willing to give away. But that's interesting. Okay, I didn't need to connect here. And after that one, again, black of course should fix, but he played here, so he made a even bigger mistake. So now I cut here. Perfect. So after that one, yeah, at this point, my instinct is this Atari, but as you guys will remember, I was debating a lot how to play here. Okay, nothing wrong with this idea. And then Hanne is correct as well. Good. And here I was also debating extend or Hanne, which one is better. Hanne, I think AI has a hard time to read because of this funky ladder. Like, luckily, this 016 stone is perfectly placed to break the ladder, which is a nice thing for white. He's kind of lucky though. So one option also could be to cut right away. But he has ladder over here, so I cannot. So just cutting is just something you can or cannot do. Or, I mean, you can do, but you can also forgo it. It's not that good. But a solid extend would be better because then after we can cut here. And that actually looks broken for black. Yeah. Oh, interesting. This is bad move. I was thinking this could have maybe be a good move. I didn't play, but it looks. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. So Hanne was a bit mistake, but not a huge mistake. After that one, uh, wait. Extend is mistake really? No, cannot be. AI is confused. Yeah, and then this was huge mistake. Yeah, black need to fix this cut first if he wants to fight. And now it's still quite even game. Yeah, I was I was prepared to give away the stones. To be honest, I was prepared, but maybe I wouldn't find this diagonal. Maybe I will play this one. Yeah, and if that happens, then the game is back to the same as when we started, with black leading about one komi. So this one could have happened maybe, but diagonal is better because of this shape. Wow, yeah, beautiful idea. Okay, but maybe I wouldn't have played either. I could have might have also played here. Yeah, same. We'll put it back to black leading again. But this was huge mistake by black. So now white suddenly took the lead. Yeah, can cut and very broken shape for. But why AI doesn't like connect? Well, here I was debating a long time. Should I Atari or should I connect? No, connecting is not good, huh? Couldn't really understand. Yeah, this is the game. So why is this better? Maybe the idea is I will get Sente. So if I play here and you capture an Atari and then you capture here, now what? No, it's not Sente, but it's just what, a thicker shape. Okay. How is that like 3 point mistake though? That's what I want to understand. Okay, it's 2.5 point mistake. Wow, really? Cannot understand why. I really cannot. Just I guess it's basically these forcing moves that changes things, because this means that if we're fighting somewhere in the ladder, black has ladder breaker here, ladder breaker here, and so basically, and even some moves like this and this. So it's all manner of forcing moves. Basically gives black a little bit of better edge compared to if I just literally capture the stones, right? So it's a thickness thing. So those forcing moves can be good for ladder breaker. They can be good in some other fight. They can be good in co-threats. So that's really why. And if you add up all those little nuances of benefit for black, then that makes it about a 2 point mistake for white. Okay, that's a little bit abstract, but we can understand. Okay, so this was fine here. Yeah, capture was correct. Yeah, I was saying during game that this probably about a 3 point mistake, and that's exactly what it is because it's basically a minus code threat, a big minus. If I end the game later, I can peep here, or I can came here, or I can attach here. So it's just losing points. So kind of stupid. And then here, of course, still though, white is very happy, very easy to play. But I'm interested around here. There was some catch up happening, and over here, what happened here? I didn't catch it until just now. There was a chance for black to catch up at the very end. Whoa, 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 we need to get there quickly. Okay, let's just look at this part. Uh, yeah, AI didn't like my. Yeah, I literally said during the game, didn't I say that AI probably is going to just invade here? I just literally said AI is probably going to attach and then over here, and it's like, haha, find a way to live. I said that, but that is different. If you have a lot of time or you're confident in this fight, you can do that. But if you are leading, why you need to do that, right? So this move is worse for points, but it's leading still, right? So it's actually a winning strategy, and it's a winning strategy with less risk. So I don't mind this, even though AI prefer these moves. That doesn't mean I should play them. Yeah, Prince Selena just won a game down from down 50 by 1 point. What, at 8 dan level? Also, this Hane is a big mistake also. Oh, because simply like the point is the center is so boring compared to the bottom here. That's why. So we should have all players should ignore the center basically. But okay, so this part was still getting kind of close for that reason. But nevertheless, white is leading here. Uh, but now black should actually capture as a ladder breaker, force white to fix, and I'm probably more likely to fix something like this. And now it's super close game, basically half a pointer right now. It depends on the end game here. So that was interesting. But now we're gonna go to the more interesting part. There was a point over here, right, where he actually came back. I want to see what, or maybe AI just missed something, or it must have been the fight here on the left side, right? Let's see. Okay, so here now white's lead is quite big and comfortable, which I felt also in the game. So we skip ahead to around here. Yeah, white is leading still. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and s6 would be the obvious choice. N4 is not obvious to me, but okay, it's just an exchange. And then the real way to play here is directly attach and attach again. That's the part I miss also on the left side. So this game was not the best, which just gave him some chance to come back. And this was also not the best. But black probably wants to answer. So when he played here, oh, blocking is big mistake because I could actually go straight for this attack first. Well, that makes sense. But as a matter of rhythm, when your opponent plays this Hane, he's clearly going to connect. Otherwise, the Hane doesn't make any sense. So we always just block that kind of situation. But it's a big mistake. That means Hane must also be a big mistake. Yeah, big, big, big mistake. Because basically, after that one, I can really start to destroy his points in the upper left. It's even a code there, right? So actually, I can kill the group in a code. It's eventually I could also kill the group in a code. But here's the thing that really confuses me. See, now AI is changing its mind again. AI is getting confused. my stupid laptop. It's not such a big mistake. Anyway, black answers. So what's the big deal? I don't know. Maybe it's more like you're wasting code threads basically because there's a code here. Okay. So I push, and after push actually is I have pointer now if black blocks. So push was really the wrong move. Really the wrong move. Wow. Interesting. The rhythm of the game felt good for white here, but actually, if I push here, then he's just alive. I didn't punish him enough for not answering my Kema. So that means that I should have just played S6 and that would have been better. So if I play here directly, it's a much better idea. Yeah, because then this block is sent there. and he needs to find a way to live, and it's not so easy. Then this Hanne becomes sent to kill the four stones, and he has to live. We get to do this later. Yeah. Or now, and we're just winning. So, wow. So push was a really bad mistake. If he just fixes the shape normally, I block. It's gonna be close game. N4 is cool, yeah, but they keep saying N4, but I still didn't understand N4. So, what do you mean it's cool? What's cool about it? Well, I will research N4 in a moment. Let me just see here. Okay, so because it's almost finished here. So after this one, yeah, I didn't have time, so I just played here. That was his biggest chance because now he can start moving in this area. Force B to make empty triangle. Yeah, you make him make the empty triangle, but yeah, to avoid O2 center. But why though? But what's the next move? Is it jumping to P2 or what? Okay, we'll understand in a moment. So after this one, of course, it's game over because now white is killing black in a call. And actually, it was funny because it was almost the golden chicken here. Yeah, even computer get confused about it, but it's not really a golden chicken, yeah, because we can capture. Ah, but yeah, he can make the ko like this instead. Yeah. But let's now say, okay, what is Prince Alina saying here? You force me to make empty triangle. Yep. Then white chooses something that isn't O2. Aha, yes, exactly. Okay, so the point is, we are talking now a little bit about something other than here, so we can go back to around here, this area. So cutting N4 is a nice move because it's an asking move. So the point is, if you answer by playing the ladder, yeah, you have failed because after I push here, you can no longer Tiger's Mouth because of Atari and Munch. So that means you would have to answer here, and that is a great gain for white to get this force because later white can even do, this sort of thing and actually get the eye here, everything. So it's a great gain for white. And if you answer here, that is also a fail because that influences this move. Yeah, this move becomes cente 100%, and we cannot even answer this way because of this one. So that is also good. So that means black has to answer with this empty triangle. And then that influences moves like P2, which is what I suggested earlier, and something like R3. But to me, when I'm playing this game in Byoyomi, these kind of moves are not really on the map for me right now, right? These funky moves. Because P2, for instance, is a very scary move to play if you don't know what is the follow-up. What is S4? Come on. S4 is crazy, guys. Right? So, I mean, it is a beautiful concept here, but it's even now I don't 100% understand it because there's a lot of things that could happen here, go wrong here. Now white has to be able to live here for this to work out. It's very do or die, exactly. And it's way too do or die in a 30-second when I feel like I'm ahead. And so if you don't see these moves, right, this move and this combination, then N4 has almost no point, right? N4 doesn't make a difference because anyway, your only move you can find is this push. Because P2 is not a good move if you don't have S4 and living, right? If you just P2 and then you try to connect under, that's actually very bad. Yeah, black is very solid here now, and you will later have to give away a stone probably. So that didn't make any sense. So actually, N4 only makes sense if you also know about S4, and not only about that, you also have to know that afterwards S4 together with P2 combo, there is a way to live in there. So that's a lot to think about because this also is a scary move to play because you're also minusing point here if you didn't live. So just like p2, you can minus points. So in this case, uh, this is just getting really really broken for white unless you know that you're alive. You see what I mean? This one you have to be sure. You have to be sure. And now with time we can see fancy. Okay, but without the fancy, then yeah, then it's hard to use. But what are you saying? O2 is wrong without even without fancy? I don't think so because basically like this. I mean, O2 is not better than P2 or worse. Maybe they're about similar. But the problem with P2 is that after here, yeah, you kind of have to give him Q2. He's gonna get to capture a stone later, right? So it's similar. They're similar actually, but it's not better anyway. P2 is not better unless you know about S4 and etc. etc. So this is the problem. But of course, it's also you have to understand the point to understand is that if Q1 Q2, then you can connect under. So that is like center for you, and then together with this move, that will be a living group. That's very fancy. Woo, bless me, bless me. That made me so. So actually, it was pretty close towards the end, thanks to Black's efforts of trying to finagle some point on the top and in the center, etc. So yeah, this is also very promising for Michael. So even though the sharpness not quite there, still his direction of play is very good. He had a good chance to catch up in this game. Um, and for me, I definitely should have just played Hane Connect here. Then it's simple. Like I was afraid that maybe he will ignore, and that maybe this one not big enough or something like that. But actually, I don't need to fear that because it is big enough. That's the point. It's simply big enough. Yeah. Well, here's an opportunity for us to see, by the way, whether O2 is correct for white or P2 is correct for white. And so it's giving us O2, but if we play P2, yeah, that's losing points. So how do we reconcile this in our minds? Why is P2 so much worse than O2? It's actually quite interesting. I think it's simply because we have to give away the P2 stone anyway, right? Or if you want to save it, we end up in Gotte, right? And Gotte is worse than push, but point wise, it's basically similar. But O2 and P2 are similar, but one is Gotte and one is Sente. So this is Sente, similar point. So push is better than jump actually by about a Sente, which is around 3 points in this at this stage. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so I should have gone with S6, which was my first instinct. That's why I pushed at Q7 in the first place. And then I just thought I can gain some profit with Kema, and there was kind of a way to do it, but I need to find this move. That I find the wrong move, but still I was winning. But yeah, closer than I thought. Then in the end, the winning by 30 points because of lucky. Good game, Michael. If you are still there, and we should play some more practice game. It will be fun. See if he wrote anything to me. He said he wrote to me that 30 seconds Buyomi was a bit short for him. Yeah, yeah. I that's also something that happens if you don't play too much or too often. Then it's very tough to play like quick Buyomi. You have to with quick Buyomi, you have to make some dirty moves that aren't really the best, but you just have to be pragmatic because of the time constraint. Positive says Tsumego battle / play me. I'd play you. I can play with you, Jake. Let's play a game in that case. Yeah, it's we. I just played one game so far, so it's better to play a game than to do Tsumego battle, I would say. Um, if you are still here, Jake, I don't know. Sorry, I missed your question just now. If Jake's not here, then we will find a random opponent from the random internet. Um, yeah, but I think yeah, Michael will catch up after some. He needs to sharpen the sword. That's all. Okay, seems Jake disappeared for now. So positive asked if I want to do Tsumago battle or play with him, but he disappeared. What about you, Prince Selena? You want to play a game? Are you still there? We could play, yeah, this some tough game for me though. Yeah, I should close this for now. We got Fox. Okay, I will give those people. How do I add them? Let me see if I can add them here. Oh, there you are, Jake. Yes, yes, Jake. I was trying to communicate with you, but I think you because I missed your first question. Yes, I'll be totally down to play a game with you, Jake. So I'm just gonna go get some water, and then we'll play. So you can just log on to Fox, and I'll see you there in literally 30 seconds or so. Okay. Hey, you lost a toughie to Benkyo recently, so you got to get back in the groove. You mean you lost a tough game against Benkyo, so now you need an easy game against me? Is that what you're saying? Okay, let's let's go. I think we can play with your 8 down account, but we can try to play like even game with Komi. It's better. I feel really bad not to like you don't yet Komi. I'm kidding with you, positive, of course. I was just kidding. I know you didn't mean like that. Don't worry about it. So let's see. Where is positive? Eh? There he is. How do I challenge? Like this. Click the challenge button. And then I can't change to with Komi. Okay, then you don't get Komi. All right then. Good luck, have fun. So we're playing positive, aka Jake Game from the UK. Yep. And he's always gonna fight, play some fighting stuff, try to kill me, and sometimes he succeeds. So we're gonna have to be on our toes here. Uh, really? Like this? That's inviting me to play this place instead of here. Yep. Jake almost always played the high approach. So I'm gonna play my high micro Chinese maybe. But I want to have some stones here first. Usually he will play also the two space high pincer. Hmm. But we can do this one. Then we can get to our specialized opening. And Jake mutes the stream as well. Good, so I can talk freely. And I will write a good idea to him about that. And okay, so he actually answers this way. So locally speaking, this answer is soft and a little bit good for black. And by little, I mean very little. It's not like a huge mistake, but it is a slight gain for black, to be honest. And we actually played a similar shape last time we played. So it's kind of interesting. Are we going to repeat the same game that we played last time? Yeah. I think I probably did something like this in that game.
Yoyomi now starts.
The high micro Chinese. Let's do it. It's not a bad choice. So
Yoyomi now
this of course is
starts.
wide, but it's also a little bit light. These three stones. So we yeah, we had the same type of shape. Why no tiger? Yeah, I don't know. Do I need to play tiger now? I can save for later. Yeah, I think. Okay, so we're gonna play this one and try to enter our snowy mountain opening. Yeah, black here can make tiger, but also can not tiger. I think it's okay. Yep. So far, every game I've played with positive, we've had this Joseki on the board. Literally all of them. He always play high
9,
approach. I always
8.
play attach under when he does that. And then he reads the same way. Okay, here we go. Finally, he's attacking. So yeah, someone said, why not play this tiger here, right? Actually, in some endgame scenario, it's better to connect. And also in some scenarios, we might even double
9,
Hana here.
8,
So there
7,
is actually
6,
chance to
5.
move out in this scenario. Let's play here now. Anyway, I don't know actually. I'll just play the tiger now because I don't know what I should do. So a lot of time white is quite interested in this Atari because if you don't, basically black immediately gets to play this Hane, which is painful. So here I could Keima right away, or I could push and then Keima. I think Keima right away is better, right? We've had we've been on the receiving end of a similar variation before because in this high micro Chinese, players often play attach, and then sometimes I'll play the same way. So it's kind of like a reverse situation here, but tiger is a nice flexible shape. Yeah,
9,
tiger is a nice flexible
8,
shape.
7, 6,
For
5,
sure, for sure.
4.
This exchange of playing here and forcing him to play first row Atari is a good exchange. So after he peeps, am I supposed to connect this way, or empty triangle?
9, 8, 7.
This way should be fine. This way is threatening to harness, and he has to answer pretty much. If he wants, he can capture first, but that might not be a good choice anyway.
9, 8.
Smell a scam. Resist with e7. I don't know about that. So here is exchange. I will tiger for sure. Okay, he doesn't have to answer here, but that means I have a good follow up. Let's say local. And these two stones a little bit thin. So originally he played here. It's like he's trying to attack my stones. But to be honest, to me it looks right now like
9,
black is attacking white. Right?
8, 7, 6.
Oh really? Hmm. This one is trying to Atari and connect underneath or Tiger. So it's tempting to play Tiger yourself and Hanne, but then he's got Atari under. It's
9,
also tempting to
8,
peep.
7,
But I
6.
will play here. I think this is a big point anyway. For thickness. Yeah, someone saying we can make a B12 B2 bomber. If we play tiger, he blocks and we peep here,
9, 8,
and he has to
7,
connect and he ended. But the problem is he can also Atari us and we're gonna get a bad connection. So it's like in this scenario he can play a connection under, but then later I can still activate some stone. And he can also play here, but then I can still cut him. And even if he connects, if I make position on this side, it's just like we just change directions. But he still also move on the top, so
9, 8,
I don't think any
7,
problem for black here.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Uh-huh. This peep is a little bit unexpected for me. And that gives me the question if I should push or connect. If I push, he cannot cut, I suppose. Because of ladder is good for me.
9, 8,
But maybe he has ladder
7,
breaker, so let's just
6,
connect. But generally, this is a bad exchange in the scenario where he wants to hand on the second row here. So if he doesn't do this peep and I make an extension, he can hand on the second row, right? And actually reduce my situation. But now, if I make an extension, he cannot hand on the second row because I can block. So usually this peep incurs loss
9,
actually, even
8,
though it looks
7,
like
6,
a free
5,
move. It could be a
4,
costly
3,
move.
2,
Also, yeah, I don't think black
1.
is in like danger, so this move doesn't really aid too much in any type of attack. I say that, but that could change when you play someone like Jake. He's gonna try to attack you over and over again. So if I came out and his jump here like a center, that's a bit painful.
9, 8,
So I
7,
prefer to
6, 5, 4,
try to make shape. Hmm.
9,
Maybe
8,
I should have peeped here
7,
earlier. I don't know.
6,
It's a bit
5,
annoying that
4,
I don't get a chance
3,
to do it.
2.
So he keeps trying to attack me. So is it big to capture this stone now? Because if I capture this stone, I have eye shape. Later I can peep him and I can keep attacking his group. Does that make sense? It's maybe a little small, but actually also after capture, there is some potential to Atari here and actually
9,
force him on
8,
the inside, right?
7,
So it also affects a little bit the lower left. So there's a lot of reasons to play this capture, even though it looks a bit slow. It may be not the best move, but I think it's not a bad move. It wouldn't be a huge minus move, I think.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Especially actually since it's affecting the corner. That's actually a very interesting point. That means like Hane connect center for black, center-ish. So that is a very big point actually. That's and then this peep will be very painful for white, and these stones will be separated. So now white also has to take care of his group, and black has pretty much no life and death problems because earlier white can maybe push here, and then but now if I
9,
make
8,
tiger here, I'm
7,
threatening to kill his
6,
group. So
5, 4.
yeah, he needs to do that. Um, should I play this peep now? I think so. Seems like a very important place to attack his stones.
9, 8, 7,
Yeah.
6, 5, 4.
And then I am not so sure how to attack this group, or if I even should try to attack it right away. Instinct is some move like this, or here, or
9,
here.
8, 7,
I couldn't figure out, so I'm going to play here first. It's also very tempting to invade here in the lower right, since he made this long extension. Usually it's a good idea then to invade it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah. So this combination is something I discovered while researching this high mic or like high micro Chinese. I discovered this is like a decent way for black to play, kind of forceful way, because now there are a lot of follow-ups to grab control in the left side, or on the left side, I should say.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He invades. So does it mean I should immediately try to use those center moves I was talking about? Or does it mean I should first answer?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I'll answer. It's very pragmatic. Let's just grab points first. 再说吧. Points are always nice. Pam pam param pam pam pararam pam pa.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Maybe he will play Kima. Somewhat exciting fight here. But I prefer black simply because black is the one who's making points in this fight. White
8,
is only
7,
making
6,
shape.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hmm. Okay. This reminds me some game in the European Invitational Tournament. Some game I saw.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Should I
4.
just defend here? So he'll probably diagonal here. And I need to take care of this situation here. But now I'm considering this stone as a splitting move or invasion on between these two stones, the two groups rather. So
9, 8,
defend
7,
first. It'll make it
6,
harder for him to make shape
5,
and save my
4,
stones.
3, 2, 1.
Keima even. Keima is maybe a good idea. I don't know. But I don't know actually. I thought diagonal was an idea, but he's afraid I
9,
will attach, I'm
8,
sure.
7,
So
6.
I will play here maybe. Asking move. If you go back, then it's kind of nice gain. If you block Atari, I get to cut you. A bit awkward shape for white. Maybe it will be a somewhat of a compromise here in this area.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here I'm thinking about this move. If I'm gonna play here later to bully this further, but I'm really interested in this area as well. But first we will cut here.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, three, two, one.
So should I solid connect or tiger here? Is there any difference? Maybe even here is better for some weird variation where I can like connect under or something. Actually, this move, but then it affects the stuff over here. So I prefer probably this move or this move. Let's just play here. That's nothing wrong anyway. Yeah. So he's probably gonna attach here or here, and if he attaches, I'm gonna hunt it. He may try to play some move like this or something fancier.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five,
Thank you to
four,
Mittergo for the
three,
subscription.
two,
Very much appreciated.
one.
Yay! Is this Joseki? Uh, White was gonna go crazy cool. Ah, crazy cool. So anyway, my plan here was to Hanen if he cross cut. Yeah, we can like try to get a flower or try to kill here. I think.
Nine,
Um,
eight, seven,
could I empty
six,
triangle even?
five, four, three.
Only the gods know about that. Because I don't have time to think. But I was gonna say empty triangle could be an interesting idea. Then he has to answer, and then Hane is a bit more forced because he cannot connect together. But then it looks like too heavy. I prefer this way, I think.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two.
Right, so crosscut happens. So what is the situation? If I Atari here and he runs and I connect and he pushes and I block and he Ataris and he pushes, I have one, two, three. And he has one, two, three, right? So I am faster, right?
Nine, eight, seven,
So it's
six,
possible to do
five.
that, I think. And if you, but it will be a trade. I get to eat two stone, he gets super thick outside. So it could have been an option also for me to sacrifice the two stones instead. But if he gives me the flower, I'm happy, like so happy. That's all I want is a flower. Flower power,
Nine,
baby.
eight,
Flower power for an
seven,
hour.
six, five.
Shower of flower. Okay, I hope I didn't. Wait, maybe I did misread this one. Oh, probably. Oh, maybe I did misread it. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I misread something. Okay, then
Nine,
nothing,
eight,
nothing to
seven,
be done by that.
six,
So we
five.
just play here then. I mean, there's still some forcing moves in the shape, to be honest. So it's not terrible either for black, but it's not as good as I had hoped. Let's put it this way.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Hey, can a guy get a flower around here? So I'm thinking if I connect the Atari back and I break out that way, or I directly break out could be a bit better maybe. Why would it be? I don't know actually.
Nine, eight,
Oh, because he
seven,
can literally answer here.
six.
Yes, I have to do it that way. Oh my, he says. Oh my. I don't know. I think it's okay for black anyway. Yeah, because now these stones become weaker.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two.
Yep. Yeah, it's just some messy variation. It doesn't make too much sense for black, but it's also not too bad, basically.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Mm-hmm. So it's better to Atari or just go down? Just go down is a bit earlier, right? Let's Atari here. It's better. Still, he needs to choose extend or capture. Probably he will choose extend. Yeah. Yeah, Jake is really milking each and every
Nine,
Byoyomi here.
eight, seven, six, five,
He knows what he wants to
four,
play, but he's
three,
just thinking ahead.
two,
That's cheating, isn't it?
one.
I think you're not supposed to be allowed to think ahead in Go. So again, I can choose to play here, maybe in center, and then he and the connect, or if he cuts me, I eat the two stones. But I actually am much more keen on the yeah on this connection anyway. So I think he cannot kill me. Only these stones. So after all is said and done, I don't think I gained that much, but also he didn't gain. He didn't gain a lot of points here. I still kept the whole territory in the upper left, so it's decent, I think, for black. I
Nine,
definitely could have
eight,
done better, I think, but
seven,
I think
six,
this result is
five, four,
not so bad.
three, two, one.
Yeah, so we kind of break through here. Wedging is somewhat tempting, isn't it? It's not gonna work that well
Nine,
though.
eight, seven, six, five, four.
Let's push here. Yeah, actually, this result not so bad for black. Not bad. He's thicker here, that's for sure. But he didn't get a lot of points. And actually, I got more points here and here. So not so bad. At the end of the day, not too bad. But it
Nine,
was not
eight,
totally in my control. I
seven,
was kind of stumbling through
six,
this
five,
sequence.
four, three,
Maybe he will cut here.
one.
Uh, so this connect first is kind of my right. If he connects, I will connect here. Then he has to capture. It's too big, right? I can obviously just go and eat these stones,
Nine, eight,
but I
seven,
think I want to play here first. So to save 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it's almost like 15, 16 points if I save here and he saves here. Plus it activates a cut. That means it kind of has a center flavor he wants to answer. But after he answer, that means I can cut
nine,
here and get these
eight,
points and also these
seven,
extra points
six,
basically.
five, four,
I don't know.
three, two, one.
Hmm. He's angry now. Jake boy is angry. He's trying to take the central
Nine,
Moyo.
eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two.
Let's save here. This saving is basically center, right? I can connect here otherwise. Then these stones in trouble too. It's big, of course, here. It's big, but I don't know. Seems important.
Eight, seven, six,
The sad part
five,
from him here is that, as I
four,
said earlier,
three, two.
if I Han and Tiger here, let's say, then I'm threatening to kill him in a ko. So there is some relationship to that as well. And here, if he connects, I can connect under. And if he goes to cut me, I can cut him back. So cutting here is worth like maybe 5 points or something. It's not so big.
Nine,
So we
eight,
are very, very
seven,
free to do what we want.
six, five, four, three.
Let's go here. But his outside thickness is big. I don't really want to connect here yet because he will jump, and now I just have a very heavy group in the center. So I will rather keep it as a potential move later. So maybe this connect was a bit small actually. Yeah, probably shouldn't have played there.
Nine,
I just didn't know where
eight,
to play.
7, 6, 5,
Oh, you don't think it's
4,
Ko in there?
3,
Ayatari here?
2, 1.
Or you mean, well, if Ayatari here first, and you ignore, and I capture, and if you connect, then Hana and Tiger, and you block outside, then there's a Ko, right? Am I hallucinating? I don't know. I thought it was working for me. Yeah, exactly. A4 would be the first move. But it's kind of A4 after will generate this center around here, right? Maybe I misread something.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the problem here, the ladder, wouldn't it be hilarious if my move works as a ladder breaker? Oh, it's kind of doesn't, unfortunately. Okay, then let's see. Shall we use a ladder breaker then? Nah, but he can avoid the ladder. Uh, so what do you guys think? If I play this kind of move, it's a ladder breaker, right? And then, wait, this ladder takes me some time to read.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Then I
3.
should use something like this first. So that if I use this as a ladder breaker, he ignores, then I connect, and it's like a big profit here. Yes. White won't answer A4 with connect, but if he doesn't answer A4 with after if I A4 right away,
9,
and whatever move
8,
he
7,
plays, he's gonna be
6,
hurting this part
4,
anyway, right?
3,
So I mean, the point
2,
isn't that I'm killing him; it's just that I
1.
can capturing this stone was not very like profitable since he's anyway likely to have to give it back to me or give me a lot of profit in the corner. Is what I'm thinking in this case, if that makes sense. Uh huh.
9, 8,
Jake really
7,
milking every
6,
Byoyomi, man.
5,
He's
4,
gonna.
3,
I should
2,
also be thinking more probably
1.
this way. Yeah, I really regret this move though. This is kind of slow. I mean, because he didn't really have to answer, and it's not so easy to follow up. So then it's very slow actually. It's profitable, and it does give me now some forcing moves on the
9,
outside.
8, 7,
But
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I still regret.
1.
I still regret it. Tra la 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 la. And now I don't know what to do. Because if I connect and he jump here,
9, 8,
the fight
7,
is messy as
6,
heck.
5, 4, 3.
So play a ladder breaker. At least the ladder breaker is something that's related to this connect here. The B, what is that? B12?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Jake is the reason we use
4,
Fisher now.
3,
Yeah.
2.
I mean, I think it would be so cool if Fox could implement Fisher time.
One.
That would be nice. Ooh, this guy, this Jake fella. He always want to fight the strongest way. He wants to hunt here now. That's what he wants. Whatever. Let's ladder this one. Fox has Fisher time. Really? Oh, I didn't realize. I've never played anything other than Japanese Piyomi on Fox. Oh, if they have Fisher time, we could have.
Nine.
That's actually
Eight.
something I should think about when
Seven.
I play against Jake next
Six.
time.
Five. Four.
I
Three.
mean, a totally fair play to
Two.
Jake
One.
for using the Piyomi. It's not like he's doing anything wrong. It's just that rhythm wise, is I'm kind of just when I like a move, I play it. I don't use my Piyomi very wisely. Is he center to capture here? He's almost center, right? I mean, maybe block is better, but then he
Nine.
Atari is under.
Eight. Seven. Six.
So
Five.
capture
Four.
is good. That also cleans up the ladder, so we don't need to worry about it. I mean, blocking would also have cleaned up the ladder if he's forced to Atari, but then he goes under a second row. So this is nice because this closes the right side to a degree. It's maybe not center, but it's so big. Like if I block here next and Han and
Nine.
Tiger,
Eight. Seven.
it's really big.
Six. Five. Two. One. Two Yoyomis left.
Okay. It's Honte. Honte move. Honte. Bunshell. A few years ago, or maybe like 2 years ago, in the Chinese university entrance exams, which is a very big deal in China, they had a
Nine.
question
Eight.
about
Seven.
what is the
Six.
meaning of
Five. Four.
本手,
Three. Two.
妙手, and 俗手, which are Chinese
One.
terms for honte, myoshu, and I don't know what susho is called in Japanese, but it's like a vulgar move or a bad move. Uh, so basically, students who studied Go had a huge advantage on that question. So that was kind of fun.
Nine.
So you were supposed to
Eight.
write a little
Seven.
exposition on
Six.
the meaning of those moves. So Bensho means Honte, and then Miaosho is like a brilliant move. So Bensho is like proper move. Honte is proper move. Miosho is like brilliant move. And then Susho, which I don't know how to say in Japanese, is like vulgar move or
Nine.
not a good move.
Eight. Seven. Six. Five. Four. Three. Two. One.
Now we got that famous Jake style coming along. He's just gonna try to eat all of my stones. But for now, they're a little bit light, maybe. I still want to block here really badly. Of course, it could be nice to generate some center
Nine.
moves here, but let's
Eight.
just block. Soon is almost like the only points he had has the only points he has are in the center. So then might not be enough because I have a lot of corner territory. Of course, he has lower left also, but it's very small as I have some
Nine.
nice
Eight.
ideas there. And
Seven.
here, not yet
Six.
alive,
Five.
needs to pay a
Four.
price.
Three.
Oh, bruh. This guy. Yeah. Should I connect or should I do this one? This one.
Nine. Eight. Seven. Six. Five.
I think
Four.
in this
Three.
game, here is a little bit boring, right? So this one could be better than this one. Affects a little bit. Hmm.
Nine. Eight. Seven. six, five,
Yeah, this guy. He's a dangerous man, this Jake. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
nine,
Here,
eight, seven, six, five,
I mean, I can pretty much kill the lower right, I think. But center is getting important. But right side also important. He doesn't care about his corner. His corner is nothing. He's going for that cosmic style.
eight, seven, six,
Really?
five,
White's gonna S5
four,
S6 T6?
three,
Really?
two, one.
Bro, if he does that, bruh. Uh, I mean, I'm willing to give you the center if I get this Moyo. It's also big, right? Kind of similar.
Nine,
I think. Similar, then I can still attack the corner. But yeah, someone said there's like a little bit of ko aji there. But here also, I think I think black should be winning here. Lower right corner is L
nine,
group, right? Not
eight,
exactly.
seven, six, five,
Lower
four,
right
three, two, one.
is an interesting case, actually. But life and death is generally interesting. So where's more potential, the center or the right side? If the right side has more potential, I should play mutual construction. If the center has more potential, I should play mutual destruction. But I think
Eight,
the right side has more
seven,
potential. So, plus center, I can still break in here, and even you get this, it's all you got, bro. Don't think it's good for white.
nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
He's trying to bully me. He's trying to squeeze every little advantage, right? So rude. Can I hear? We go back to mutual destruction.
Nine,
Actually, what am I doing? He cuts. I cannot even ladder him, right? Uh-oh. Maybe it's foolish idea. Why I play here? Actually, I thought I actually had the brain fart. I thought I could ladder him.
nine,
Ah, oh, like this even. This way is not bad. I think it's okay. Probably killing corner is bigger than closing the right side anyway. But how to kill corner? So the point is, if I play this one
eight, seven,
and he play
six,
Hanne and I block, and then he plays the double Hanne and I extend, he can live how? If he plays this block, I peep, he block, I peep again. It's like some kind of unclear
eight,
situation.
seven, six, five, four, three.
How about this one? I was gonna play extend, but then I thought maybe this is nicer. I don't know. But now I changed my mind. I regret. I should play extend. He's gonna jump here anyway. The extend can push. I don't know. Maybe actually this is okay.
Nine, eight, seven, six,
Yeah, Jake always
five.
is really squeezing the Viomi. He's really trying like his best to But of course, he has to. He's actually literally playing against me with no Comey. So kudos to him, actually. So of course, he's trying his best to use the BOME as much as he can. It's a weird shape, but it is what it is. Maybe I use my estimate score. This is, yeah, it's pretty big.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Hmm. If cut here, Atari and jump, I'm not afraid. So defending here is big, but corner is bigger, I guess. This one not as good because some sent there. So if I Hana and
9,
connect,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. Maybe Hana and Tiger is better or something. Couldn't see clearly. But this should be killing the corner, I think. Now the score estimator says black ahead by 39, but that is when he's 100% dead on the right side and he didn't get a bunch of points in the center. So not true,
9,
but
8,
still.
7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hmm. Now we're gonna see this thing play out. And now maybe I need to start squeezing the Byoyomis.
9, 8, 7, 5.
Oh, I can't peep now? If I peep, you will jump maybe? And I peep again. And if I directly here, what's wrong? Nothing wrong. Just dead. Atari anyone, I think Prince Elena is talking about if I had played Han here and then Tiger, then he can live in there with no
9,
co, he says.
8,
But
7,
it's going to be a co at
6,
least, but it's
5,
easier for him to live for sure.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. He's going to use this peep and try to kill these two stones or something, which is big, of course. But maybe these two stones aren't that big since he's already connected here. That's just some points. And at some point, I
9,
want to play this
8,
a4
7,
also.
6, 5.
Yeah, here we go. But I think I can also fight maybe and try to save the two stones. I don't know. But I will play here first. Stay connected. Actually, for some reason, this diagonal looks good now. It's better than connect. If I had had this here, it would be another cut here, right? So somehow it looks like genius. Yeah, technically it's co, but it would be a much worse. So I agree. Hanne and Tiger generates more forcing move for white.
9, 8,
Yeah, so
7.
it's not really helpful. So I want to jump here in the belief that it's not. But then he's gonna turn. If I extend, he can actually slapping Tetsujimi. Honto? And if I block, he get the Atari, and
9,
then he's gonna cut me.
8,
But
7,
oh,
6, 5, 4,
very
3.
interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, this turn is cool now. So if I go out, he can do this one, right? Looks pretty.
9, 8, 7, six,
but
five.
I may have a surprise for him. And that surprise may be that I will ignore and then let him connect, push. No, that doesn't work. Block, Atari, center for him.
Nine,
Hmm.
eight, seven, six,
Yeah,
five,
very very well played
four,
by
three, two.
White here, but still I can do slapping, do this one, and no block, but he get Atari, and then the problem is that he can then Atari here and capture this stone. But then if I get center, I can still capture here, so I'm kind of okay. And maybe I still can attack him.
Nine,
But if I
eight,
cannot kill him here or
seven,
something, then it
six,
might have been a better
five,
choice for me to
four,
extend
three,
back or something
two,
else and just let him have
one.
these two stones and keep the points, right? Yeah, so here. So even now I can think about it. But I think his group still need to live and might even have to pay a price after this one. Yeah, he played very well in this game. Some parts.
Nine, eight,
Yeah, he has to Atari. Yeah, it looks easy for him to live. Then I lose a lot of points actually on the right side. But maybe if I get this one, I can attach here later.
nine,
Maybe
eight,
not.
seven, six, five,
Couldn't see
four,
clearly.
three, two, one.
Mhm. Uh-huh. This way. Funny shape. Funny shape here. Yeah, somehow this stone is in a good
Nine,
location to
eight,
disallow me a connection here, which is very frustrating. Extremely frustrating. I will jump here first. Don't tell me that if you push here and then you have this one in center something. No, but that doesn't change anything. Hmm. Hmm.
nine, eight, seven,
What is the life
six,
and death
five,
situation here?
four, three, two, one.
Question. I need to fix my shape. Now, not so hard to live, right? I think there's some center here. But it's not a good center. 'Cause then I really can break in here. But he might have to use it to live. But maybe he can just push and Atari and jumpy jump. So my point is, if I don't say the two stones, I can keep the points here instead. But the
Seven, six,
plus I'm
five,
getting is attacking
four.
these three stones and also the flower shape here, which is going to affect the fight later on the bottom. So it's some pluses and some minuses, let's say. So we need to answer this one anyway. But now things change over here. So he lost points also in this scenario. Interesting.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
This is the way to bully my shape, maximize his profit while living. Yeah, here is no problem. I just connect still his the chip.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Mhm. So connecting will be center, but it will force him to block here, and he will keep 6 points in there. And if I ignore, he will capture in center,
9,
and
8,
that's smaller than
7,
6 points. So
6, 5, 4, 3.
let's play here now to break some of his territory. You
9, 8, 7,
like my sunglasses? Thank you, Papa Snake.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
You don't like contacts? I can't wear contacts because I have my visual impairment or whatever you want to call. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna bamboo here. Oh, this guy, this guy. Is he gonna? Maybe I should have just Atari and Hane, right? If he can bamboo, I will. I'll freak out. I don't think he can though. I capture, he cuts. I can eat this one, right? So nothing. But what was the question? Context. Yeah. So I actually have good vision. I could look at the board like
9,
this. But
8,
what I
7,
have is a lazy
6,
eye. So
4,
this is
3.
they call it prism glasses. So what they do, I think now he helps me a lot by doing this cut because I get more forcing moves, so he cannot even seal here. Um, yeah. So the prism glasses they refract the light in a different angle, so my eye can relax a bit more, even go a little bit apart like this, which is their natural state. Otherwise, muscles need to compensate and try to do it. To do it, I will go actually. Speaking of this, I will go to the eye doctor on Monday, um,
9,
and
8,
hopefully she
7,
will
6, 5,
get me a surgery so I
4,
don't have to wear
3,
glasses. And that's not a
2,
LASIK surgery. That's a
1.
they will literally use some little super small like pliers and lasers and or like burning things. They will burn and actually cut the muscle and reattach it to make it like tighter or whatever. So that is the surgery you can do for this, and it's an awake surgery too. So if I do that, it'll be very scary. They will give you anesthesia, like set it what anesthesia maybe it's called in your, but you will be awake while they operated on it. But we'll see, we'll see. If she might say, you're old enough that
8,
you're gonna have to wear
7,
glasses anyway soon
6, 5,
from just being
4,
older, so then we can't
3,
justify giving you a
2.
surgery. This is what I'm worried about the most because I COVID and stuff made it so the process slowed down many years. Yeah, like the dentist, but scarier, exactly. But also, yeah, yeah, that's true. Actually, oh my goodness, it's so scary. Oh gosh, think about that is scary. Yeah.
9,
So
8,
now I think it's hard for him
7,
because the
6,
center shrunk so
5,
much,
4,
and I killed the
3.
corner cleanly without a problem. And then now he can keep some of it.
Nine, 8, 7.
Mhm. Uh-huh. So I need to play here. Yeah. So you can still seal to some degree, but got there. Is he thinking about this Atari to have a better shape? It's not totally. Ah, it's totally silly because I can always capture. Then it's the same
8,
anyway.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you have to fight that rising panic. That's true. I mean, yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, so this one is different from the LASIK surgery where they operate on the, I don't know, your cornea or something, or I don't know what they operate on. But this one they will like be cutting muscles on the side of your eye and reattaching them and stuff. It's creepy to think about, honestly.
8, 6, 5, 4,
Uh,
3, 2, 1.
okay, let's use this as a asking move to answer all the questions about this once and for all. I'm pretty sure black is leading comfortably now because you think about it. Black's left side and upper right is quite substantial, but the lower right is huge. And then white really only has this big territory in the center and a little
9,
bit the corner
8,
here and here. But this is not
6,
really white's territory. I can
4, 3,
save it, this stone,
2,
and make more territory for
1.
black. Yeah, so he answered here. Um, okay, we're gonna use some co-thread maybe. Don't have too many, but I have some, I suppose. This one, is it thread? Not really.
9,
What
8,
is a good thread?
7, 6,
I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Use this one. Actually, I have a question. Is this cut sent or not? Maybe that could have been a good thread. Yeah, even with Komi now, I think also black is ahead with even with Komi. But that's sometimes. I mean, he knows he's playing without Komi, so he's trying some adventurous strategy where he's trying to like get a huge center or something. Actually, I should have used Hane and Tiger here as my threat. Basically, it's better because maybe he can use here as threat or here. I don't know. I don't know how to play. Interesting.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Yeah, exactly. He can use this as his threat. It's very annoying, isn't it? Because I kind of supposed to be my right to attack here. But I'm ahead by 16 points according to the score estimator. And he will have to pay a price to live here. If I didn't miss something. Maybe Hana connect under here becomes center. Then this
9,
still, I don't know.
8, 7,
Yeah.
6, 5,
Yeah, it would have been maybe instead
4,
of a4, I should
3,
have just extended here
2,
actually.
1.
Because then if he goes down, I can turn up and I take over this territory. Really? You want to play like this? So you want to use Hana connect on the first row. Yeah. So the profit in the corner is smaller than whatever profit I could have made over here. So I'm a little bit regretting now. But I just had to do it because it was a
9,
funnier
8.
variation. Ah, he wants to still fight the call. Okay. Righty then. I don't know.
9, 8, 7.
Use this one. Do, 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 do.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five.
Yeah, a little too quiet now, maybe. Let's talk about something. Ah, Honto. And then I capture you gonna Atari here and not care about corner again. But this time it's fine. But now I already have good stuff here, like even without the co. The co is practical. Let's grab the co first. So maybe yeah, if he plays here at some point, I might have to spend time to kill this group. It's a bit painful, but not as painful as it is for him to die in this lower left corner.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five,
The white can live by
four,
Hanne and connect here.
three,
Hanne
two,
connect and then can
one.
connect here, right? I feels like the way he playing that he didn't see that maybe because he keeps playing the co. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Don't know.
Nine, eight.
Both players need some Sumago battle, really? Yeah. Maybe the playing the coast still makes sense. That's true, but well, the reason is you're gonna have to pay a price so to win the co. But okay, maybe he can try to exhaust my co threats or something like that before he goes to live. So maybe you're right. Yeah, it makes still makes sense. Yeah, we can do some Sumago battles after this one. Yeah, maybe half hour. Maybe not too much. Actually, I have some stuff I need to do, but okay, I'll see. Consider at this point because there's still some game to be played here. Yeah, a lot of game to be played.
Nine, eight, seven, six.
Okay, I will answer. Don't mind. And then I shall play maybe here or even connect or here. No, I like this move. I feel like I got enough profit anyway in this area
Nine,
with or without this
eight,
call.
seven, six, five, four,
Yeah, I
three.
think today we don't do Sumago battle. Today we focus on playing game today. Although I always enjoy those Sumago battles. It's a lot of fun. I wish I would have known about those. They didn't really exist for that long, right? If I was doing those coming up, that would have been amazing. Cut like this. This is kind of ignorable
Nine,
because I kill so
eight,
much, but
seven.
it's also very happy to answer because he loses points actually in this code threat, right? Already lost a lot of points there. Next, maybe we we play here or something. We try to mess with him some more. I just push here, or just capture here. Maybe it's enough.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five.
Let's connect here. It's valuable. This group not alive yet. Actually, I don't even care about Ko if I attack this one.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five,
No.
four, three, two, one.
You answer like this. Let me just capture this one. I don't care about co anymore. Should be a big win here. Okay, that one is not dead, obviously. But all right, here is science. GG, my friend. Good game. Hmm, that one's tough. Let's do a quick review because since Jake is here in the channel, we can do a quick review. I think, yeah, lower right capturing it was too big, I guess. Oh, why I cannot download the game? I cannot upload my games list for some reason, so I don't know. Sometimes on Fox you try to open your games list or history list and you didn't open. That is happening to me now. But I think here's a review button. Good. We can do this way. Or we can even try analysis. Oh no, that's nothing. Never mind. I thought we can get a AI review. I think, yeah, this part. This move is not. It looks like overplayish, right? I think here White should either capture to be safe, or should finish the co, right? And the fight after that. I like that one. Um, let's say you play here, then if I connect, then you Hanna here. Let's say. Then it's like roles reversed. Instead of you, White is trying so hard to get points here in the center. Now Black has to spend a lot of effort just to get these points, and White got secure points in the lower right. Right? Yeah. Tanuki for both players is insane. I don't think it's insane for Black because uh, I don't know what else to play here. I don't have the ladder, right? I mean, of course, I can play something that's not ladder like this, but then that's kind of painful. And what else? What am I supposed to do? So I think ladder breaker makes sense to me. Like this one. I hope you guys can see my analysis stuff, right? Yeah, you can. It's just a trade in this case, right? White capture, Black goes connect, and then White can deal with the situation after that. The only annoying thing for White is that eventually, like this group also can get hounded, right? So then maybe White here, this moment needs to add a move, let's say. I don't know where, but this was maybe a weird one, but okay, let's see here. But that's valuable anyway, right? White is building the lower right. So yeah, let's say Black is building the center. It's just like roles reversed. Instead of White trying so hard to take center and giving Black a big, big corner, now White got a big, big corner and Black has to take center. So I think, I like this strategy more for White. Then White can get a lot of profit in lower right. And we will still have to play end game, of course. Yeah, something like this. Let's say if we imagine this kind of trade, Black is not so rich compared to White. I mean, White is very, very big here. This kind of playable maybe for everybody. I should have used this kind of way, right? And then start this move. Right? Then that will be better. And of course, the point is after connect here, there is such a thing. And here there is still a co. Yeah, funnily enough, after this one is no co. Ah! Oh, this is what Prince Elena
Someone
is,
invites you
is
to
talking
play.
about the whole time, that there's no co. Is it? Is this what you are talking about? Uh, yeah, like this. Nice. Yeah. So I actually couldn't really kill. But some gain at least, right? You mean like this? Also can just leave, right? But then this isn't for the group, so something something. So actually, it still is better to just start the co in that local space. It's still better for black to just start the co and ask white, how do you answer? Yeah, and that's how we decide how to play on the right side. So maybe for white, a good way to answer will be like, and then here, then just solidly alive and nothing. Descend was always sente. Descend is always sente. Yeah, descend is sente. But yeah, if he answers like this, though, you know what I mean? I don't know what I mean, actually. Okay, what about this one? Nothing special either. Yeah, that's true. I think I'm overthinking it. I can just always use my send to descend, and then that's it. It's true. It's true. It's true. Yeah, yeah. In the game, for sure, I should play like K3 instead. Then that was, which I can see the when I use the review board, the what do you call it? Coordinates are not very accurately. In the game, for sure, I should have used this one. I shouldn't even have played A4, but it didn't really matter at that time. Yeah, I wonder if now I can see download my game. Okay, I can't. Okay, but yeah, good game, Jake. Yeah, this time I got lucky again. Hopefully, we can get a better game. So we played two games today. We played against Mikel Svensson, a little bit of practice for the Swedish national team potentially in the next season. And then we had a good game against Jake, where Jake went for cosmic style and put a lot of pressure on my situation. And then we managed to win this one too. All right, today I didn't plan to stream for too long, so I'm gonna actually finish for today. I'm gonna sign out. That's gonna be enough for today's stream. And thank you everybody who tuned in. To all those who added follower, that made us reach our follower goal of 400 followers for this week. So that's amazing. Thank you to Vlad Dracula for the follow just now, and a special thanks to Mittergo for the subs. That was also amazing stuff. Amazing stuff indeed. All right, guys. As always, you can catch these on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, man. Cost you nothing. Just subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Okay. Anyone else? Everybody else? Let's see you guys next time. Okay. Bye bye. Peace out.